நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து நமக்காக கோபைலட் GitHub Copilot பற்றி சொல்றதுக்கு ஷாஜகான் வராங்க. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி சுஃபியன் வந்து he will walk through what is GitHub Copilot and how to use it. So Sufyan, please go ahead.
Thanks, Gerald. Hello, everyone. My name is Sufyan. I thought I'll quickly introduce myself as well. I work with a company based in the UK, in Manchester. I work as a director of learning, recently turned an MCT. Um, Thanks to all the efforts that Gomati, Gerald are doing with MCT Tamil and stuff like that. I have been a trainer for a while, but looking at all these activities, and I see like loads of demands for Microsoft related training here in the UK as well. So just picked it up. I originally am from like the infrastructure background, which is like how do we develop applications, deploy servers, maintain it, all of that. Like I also got to know Shah Jahan recently, and then he has like so many years of experience that uh, I'm not that old as much as he has that experience. He started off as a network administrator, and then like he has been a CTO of a company for last 20 years almost,
Yes,
1998.
yes, yeah.
2000 he started, so 25 years of experience as a CTO. He predominantly works with businesses in deploying and customizing their solutions, delivering lot of trainings, mentoring. So he is like a really proper guru in the world of network administration, infrastructure management, deploying servers, operating system management. So idilella like gilli avaru.
Yep.
Really pleased to have him today. I won't take too much time. Like I can't do justice to introducing him, but over to you, Shahjahan.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for the introduction. We will directly jump into the action rather than getting into the different requirements. Or let me just give you the intro. What is that? I'm trying to share my screen. I just confirm it whether you people are able to see the screen. Okay,
Yes.
are you able to see that now? Yes. All right. So this is actually what is that I'm trying to do. Well, let me explain what is that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take you people through as I'm coming from infrastructure background. As developers enjoy a lot of automation tools today, where they are trying to integrate automation, version control system, then automate testing, delivering, packaging, and releasing it. When it is coming into operation side, as of now, we are slowly moving towards that area, which is technically called as GitOps or Git operations related activity. So on that perspective view, what I'm going to think on or what I'm having as in the pipeline, I wanted to write a code. Let us take an example requirement, then we'll go ahead. This particular system, what I just installed it on a Azure machine, which is a Windows Server 2019 machine, just in a fresh machine installed. As an admin, when I'm logging in, I may have to make this particular machine as a web server. So if I want to make it as a web server, obviously I should know the logic on how it is going to work on. But is there anything I can automate it? So that I am going to deploy like this every now and then, or I'm going to do this one on something called as core servers, which is not having a GUI at all. I have to do it everything in PowerShell or command line tools only. So for those kind of scenarios, first of all, I have to write my code. So if I want to write that particular code, we are going to use something called as Visual Studio Code. This particular code IDE or integrated development editor or tool, which is going to give us the flexibility of writing various codes, not only specific to programming logics. It is useful for writing HTML codes or Python scripts or whatever the language. You just add a required extension and you're ready to go with. So what recently Microsoft has done, they integrated this VS Studio Code with AI, so that we'll be able to write our code as per our requirement and just go ahead. So I wanted to start from the installation part, since Gomadi has taken some more time. So I installed it ready. Now it is ready, installed and available. So this is the initial interface what I'm starting with. So this particular thing which we are trying to start with, I'm just mark as done, going with the Control plus, increase the font size so that it is better visibility. So here you can see this is now directly integrated with GitHub Copilot. What is this GitHub Copilot? Microsoft's AI service, which is trying to help the developers write their code more efficiently. It is as it is saying it is a co-pilot. That means you are the main pilot. You must know what you want to write it, and you can work with that. So if you want to do something, let us say I want, as I told you, I want to do something. What is that I want to do? Let me try to go ahead and ask, or I'm trying to open up a new file or folder and create a new folder in my system. Let us say demo. Right, in this folder onwards, or from here I want to start my activity. So I'll start it in general when I'm trying to do some activity. So I'll press this particular setup. Right, so in this one, mark as done. This is not required. I close it. So I'll create a new file. So let us say the step gate. Whenever I'm trying to do it, obviously we will be having appropriate step gate, right? What is that I want to do it? I am trying to take that particular step gate dot. As of now, straight away I'm trying to write it as I'm trying to say PS1. Actually, I wanted to show you with the demo of how people might be doing it in GUI, then working on it. But since we don't have this one, so normally what I'll do, I'll try to write the code here. As if I know PowerShell, then I have to start with install Windows feature, then do this, do that kind of. Let us say I'm a totally kind of a fresher, or I wanted to write my own code, and how I'm going to integrate with VS Code my Copilot. So according to my aim, what I'm going to do, I'm going to install web services on this server, which is not yet installed. If I try to go ahead and see in this particular server manager, as of now, this particular system is not installed as any other service. Just it is a simple file and sharing service. I want to make this one as a web server. That is my requirement. But I wanted to start do all these things using a PowerShell. So if I want to do that, so how to install? Maybe I'm starting here. It is integrated with Copilot. So I'm saying how to install Copilot. Sorry, how to install web server in server 2019 using PowerShell. This is my question. Just like how you do it in ChatGPT, it is now integrated with your code editor tool itself. So just I enter it, then it is authenticating. Are you sure you want to connect? And what is the user account you would like to use it? It is going to connect. It is going to the default editor. Let me quickly click OK, cancel, and cancel this one, and make sure my standard application is going to be my under settings, add remove programs, default apps. I change it to Edge, otherwise it is going to launch the old edition. So I go ahead and say web browser is going to be default my Edge, and close it. And I say no. Again, retry. This time it is launched. So I'm logging in with my, I'll come back to this again, the subscription and other details. Abdul Shahjahan is my user ID there. I'm logging in. Okay, it is sent us to send me to a mail. Okay, let me check, because I'm first time logging into the a new machine. So the verification code is 376806. Okay, so it's verified. I continue. That's it. So now it has been integrated with my VS Code. Right, so I can go ahead and now I sign in one more time. It is already signed in. Anyhow, it is going to re-authenticate again. Continue. So I go back. Ready, right? So here I can type as usual normally. As people already said, this is agent mode, ask mode, edit mode. There are different modes what you would like to use it. This VS Code can be worked with different modes. As of now, I'm working with agent mode. And which agent do you want to use it? As they are releasing, they keep on releasing and new different editions. Which is the version of GPT you would like to use it, we can select. As of now, I'm going with the default one. So I would like to know, again, I'm asking the question rather than I'm asking, okay, I'll ask the question here. Install web server using PowerShell, right? Simple wordings. So I'm trying to type that. It is going to say, this is how you can do it, right? And what it is immediately given me the command, install Windows Web Server. And you can see it is giving me the option to this particular thing. You want to launch it, execute this command directly in the terminal, or you want to execute this one inside this particular cursor where you want to have it. Apart from that, whether you want to copy, right? This is the initial starting stage where we chat and maybe insert, copy, paste. But nowadays they made much more interactive way, or way what they have done it, which we call it as a ghost mode, right? What is that ghost mode? Let me close this one. I'm starting, this is a PowerShell extension. So what I'll do, I'll start with a comment. Normally in PowerShell, we say start with the comment with the hash sign. So in this case, I want to say install web server using, right, using PowerShell. So in this case, you can see it is automatically suggesting the next requirement. I just type tab. This is one is called as ghosting. It is automatically giving me the ghosting text. What might be the possible things? It is not going to always give you 100% right answer. Most of the time, you'll be able to get the correct answer. That's why it is, again, as I told you, it is a co-pilot component only. It is not the main pilot. You are going to be the main pilot. So this first command will initiate and install my activity, right? So now in this case, I initiated this one. So what I'll do, I'll go ahead and say, launch the terminal also parallelly, because I want to trigger this part. And what I'll do, I'll go ahead and start this, copy and paste it here so that it becomes a web server, or it is making it installed with the web server component. And the next one, whether it is installed or not, check the web service is running or not. Check web service status, right? It is going on, and immediately it is giving me what might be the command required, whether the service is running or not. Again, tab, it gave me the required code. Next one, dump or create default, create a home page using PowerShell. Again, I'm using all these things with the PowerShell command. That's it. So again, it is giving me ghosting page, and if I type enter, then tab, 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 right? Next line, tab, next line, tab, next line, tab. Obviously, I'm not writing any code. You can see this is, you can do it in any kind of services or any kind of component which is going to do this job, right? Or it can be any Python program also, or any other program. Let us say if I don't want to have like this, or I wanted to, let us say, I'll remove this one. By this time it is installing in the background, right? I'm going and creating a new file. Let us say I'm trying to create a file called as index.htm, right? Anyone from the programming background or HTML, what is the comment for HTML? I'm poor in programming side. What is the comment tag? We use it, right? What is that? Less than sign, exclamation, hyphen, hyphen, right? Create welcome page which refreshes or which changes color every refresh, which changes color every refresh, right? That is my requirement, right? I don't know, I'm till now I don't know anything on HTML part as of now. So I just type this one, ghosting is doing the job, right? Whenever it is coming in, it is giving me a suggestion. Okay, you have to start like this. Then it is going to write the code, tab it, accept it. The entire code is ready, and just it will go again further. Give me the script which is required for that. Again, enter. It is making the required things. Again, script done, head done, body done, completed. Right. So in this case, I'm not doing anything. GitHub Copilot is doing the job. From the starting till the end, my page is ready. By the time my service also got installed, right? Now, if as a developer, if I want to do it, I might will be installing one particular add-on. I think something called as a live preview or something is there, which I can use it, test it out before publishing it. So I can use this one to publish this particular component, which will be just showing me whether my web page is working fine or not. So once it is installed, I'll go ahead and start with the preview. Most probably this thing, I believe, right? It is now ready. So you can see this is my web page. Whenever I refresh the page, it should show me the color changing has to happen. That means my web page is ready. So now what I'll do, I'll go back to my setup guide, copy again, copy index.html to web server root directory. Again, for that also the required PowerShell command is ready, and I have to just run this one. Okay. And meantime, you can see there is something popping up here. It is giving you whether you want to modify or review. If it is trying, if you want to review it, you can review it. Otherwise, you can just type it. It is ready. And I said, as of now, this is okay. So I select this particular entire code and run it. Copy again, pasted it, run it. This is also copied. This okay, path to your current directory. This is my current directory, which is in C:. I think I have to adjust the directory. See, again, that's why this guy is going to be a bit risky. So in this case, I am trying to take it up dot /index.html from the current directory, take it and dump it to that location. Again, I'll take this particular code and paste it and run it. Copy and right, and I'm pasting it again. Okay, let me try to take it up. Current path directly, it is not taking like this. Index.html. And okay, let me edit this one. Now again, Copilot is not helping me the way I wanted to have it. Copy item from this particular path, right? Index.html. It has now taken it. And where I want to change it to or send it across to, I want to send it across to HTML. It is not HTML, it is HTML. That's why it threw error. The file HTML is not existing because I saved it as HTML. So that means Copilot given not taken the right file, or it has given a suggestion majoritarily available, and I have to adjust it according to that. So I'm making it up C:/inetpub www root index.html, right? Or index, the file is not there, so we have to type index.html, and I'm closing the code. That's it. It is now pushed it, and I think I missed somewhere code. Control C. Again, I'll adjust it the code twice. Index.html, and I'll adjust this one also, index.html, and it is done. So my web page is also published, and it is also as of now working on that particular IP. So how I can check it out? I can launch that one. Check again. For that also, I want to launch PowerShell. Check whether the check file is copied or not. One, check website. Okay, again they are giving me directly what is the code you have to run it. I'll just type that particular code, again tab or enter, select this one, and you can see it is going to, you can see here there is one more option. They will give you multiple choice or multiple suggestions also if you are having anything. If you want to accept this one as it is accepted, or tab key what we have done it, I select this, copy and run it according to my requirement in the console, and it is going to show me the web page is reachable. Right, in this particular case, what is that I have done? It is trying to connect to the local machine, and if I want to cross verify with this particular website itself or with the web page of my local machine, I can type http://localhost. I'm able to get my web page is running. This is actually, it is available in the public IP. If anyone wanted to try reach this IP also, you people will be able to reach this website or this web page. So technically what we have done, using GitHub Copilot, whether I have to write any code or if it is required, if I know the basic idea, my code writing accuracy will be more, or I'll be able to write it quickly so that I'll be able to get the maximum benefit. On that front, GitHub is trying to come up with something called as GitHub Copilot, right? It is a Copilot builds with you so that you can start writing it much more faster. By default, they are giving, it is license based. Obviously, the subscription is required. On this one, they are giving the pricing models are different models are available. And based on that, we will be able to write, or you can see by default, they are giving free for every GitHub user account. Using this one, you can use 50 agent mode chat, whatever I asked as a question, that can be asked. 2000 completions per month. It is automatically doing this completion rate. This is the limit for the free account. But if you go with the subscription model based on your organization need or your individual need, we can write these codes. So this GitHub Copilot can be integrated with VS Code, Visual Studio, or other third-party programs also can be integrated with this particular AI implementation, so that I can write my code much more faster and easier. Right? It is having a lot of other tools and tricks and tips and things are there. So if I go back here, let us say I wanted to ask one particular question, or I want to do something like, let us say I'm commenting, comment a question, right? I'm just asking what is REST API. So directly you are getting the required things in your setup. Right? You are not going to any other agent and try to find out something, then come back. It is available out of the box. And it is going to give you that detail. Let us say in this case, I don't know anything on Python. If I want to write a program, start with test.py. You see how much faster it is able to write it. Right? We know python.py, right? And according to Python, we wanted to start with, let us say, write our Python script for write Python script for to find difference between 2 dates, or number of days between 2 days. Number of days between 2 days. 2 dates, right? That's it. Now you can see this immediately started giving the coding, those things started working on. So you just type it, enter, tab, 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 right? Enter, enter, tab, enter, right? So for this one, I need not to be a programmer as of now. Today, slowly programmer logic is going out because it is started working out, or you must have the knowledge so that you will be able to use Copilot to write your codes much more efficiently. So on that way, we will be able to use this particular logic, or what you can say GitHub Copilot, which is capable of giving you a lot of suggestions inbound, and we can have inline text editor also. If I don't know what is this one, right? Let us say I don't know what is someone has written the code. I got a code. I wanted to get what is happening there. So I can select this particular selection and ask it, explain me what is there. Or you can start with inline chat, or I can say, explain what is the meaning of that. Then immediately it is popping up with one more window in the chat window, where it is going, then only going into that workspace and trying to give you what is capable of doing it. So this is a small introduction about this one, what I would like to have it up. And when we are going through this one, as this particular Copilot program is having different applied skills are available, along with one course is also available. These are the applied skills you will be able to find out in credentials page or browse credentials. Maybe I'll just copy paste this URL. We can take it, or I'll paste it in the other window. Okay, so I'll put it on the chat. This is for Copilot. What are the different credentials are available? If anyone wants to learn what is GitHub Copilot, Microsoft Learn is having already learn material available. So whatever I said, initial things might be available in this one itself. It is having every, as you people know, when you are going in and logging into Microsoft after getting in your account, when you are going or learning through this one, obviously these credential points also keep on added. What is your skill level, and based on that they will be giving you. So this is for introduction to what is GitHub Copilot 1. And those who want to already, or someone is already having some idea, and what is the next level, then there is one more thing. This is coming under GitHub Copilot fundamentals part. There are 2 parts which is coming in as a component for certification or course itself, right? So we do have a directly official course also. 1-day course is available. And these are the learning materials, self-study learning materials, which is available in these 2 links. And I'm pasting 2 of both or all the links which are required. And this is your official GitHub course, GH300 mechanism, where we'll be able to take this 1-day course, and which is pointing towards that particular thing, right? Which is actually having these 2 components. You can do self-study and start writing your code more efficiently. That's it from my side. Sorry, I've taken a bit more time. Hopefully, no, it's okay. I think done from my side. Any other queries or questions, please go ahead.
I just have one question, Shahjahan, which is like,
Yes.
you know how there is this trend of vibe coding happening these days, where someone is able to write like paragraph or pages together of what is the application they will want to build,
Hmm.
and that's what lead to an LLM, and then it is able to build the entire web application for them. Now I
Yes.
see with GitHub Copilot, I can write comments and it has generated the code.
Hmm.
But in this, is there an option where I can I can tell my story of like this is the web application, this is the UI, how I want, and then it is able to do that. Is that a possibility?
Yes, that is good, or it is already available, and a lot of AI is available, which is going to give you. You give the description, they will create the entire web application and give you the code. That is one way of
Git,
doing it. Here,
so
as a
Git,
system admin, in a real
uh,
time, when we are having a lot of systems of real time scenarios, let us say I wanted to manage, I want to get, let us say, 10 errors happened in the last day of 100 computers. It is your setup, right? You have to write that code. At the time, built-in might not be available. So what I can do, I can go ahead and start writing the code again, which are the machines, get from this computers list or from this AD, go to this OU. What are all the servers are there? Get all the servers data. And from that AD data, I wanted to fetch the last error happened or latest 3 error happened in application log. I want to fetch all this information and show it to me in a separate file. That can be done because it is a total custom need, which might be you need an agent which is going to help you out when you're writing the code, right?
okay.
So at that
And
time, this will be much more useful.
yeah, yeah, makes sense. And do we need the IDE to be interacting with Copilot? Because what if I'm logging into a virtual machine? All I
Okay.
have is say the command, the terminal for it. Can
Mm-hmm.
I write the terminal itself any question and then GitHub Copilot? Is there a way to integrate it like that?
As of now, in the terminal, they have not done it,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
In the
makes sense.
terminal, maybe we are waiting for that update also. If it comes up, yes, it is going to be most welcome to all, right?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Get latest 5 errors from application log. Let us say I'm trying to make it up application event log. Then it gave me, right? And after this, I wanted to export as HTML file, right? Then obviously it is going to give me output for that, right? It is going to give me that what it is, convert to HTML file, and I want to have this one to be sent as an email every day. You make a scheduled task or whatever you want to have it, then get it. So they are giving you the suggestions on the fly, especially from the operations point of view. We wanted to work with our custom requirement, typically happens in our setup or in real time where we would like to work on. It is not predefined solution available. I wanted to write it on my own. That's why till now also system admins at the background, they are fighting behind different server requirements and application requirements. Then they are trying to build it out across, right?
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
So that's it from my side. Any queries or questions, please go ahead. Okay, if the questions are not there, thank you very much. Hope people have
Thank
learned something which might be useful. If it is a bouncer, I'm sorry for that.
No, no, it was like really helpful just to understand how
அண்ட் ஒன்ஸ் அகைன் ஷாஜகான், சுஃபியான், கோமதி அண்ட் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ண உங்க எல்லாத்துக்குமே ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய நன்றிகள். இதே மாதிரி வருங்காலத்திலயும் உங்களோட சப்போர்ட் எங்களுக்கு மீன் நம்ம ஒன்னா சேர்ந்து நிறைய விஷயங்கள் லேர்ன் பண்றதுக்கு நீங்க கொடுப்பீங்கன்னு நம்புறேன். நெக்ஸ்ட் செஷனோட இன்வைட் லிங்க் உங்களோட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுக்கும் ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. ஸோ வி மேக் இட் அ பிக்கர் கம்யூனிட்டி அண்ட் வி லேர்ன் டுகெதர்.
If anyone want to learn or யாருக்காவது இன்ஃப்ராஸ்ட்ரக்சர் சைடில் அதிகமாக தேவைன்னா சொல்லுங்க, அந்த டாபிக் பேஸ் பண்ணிட்டு வில் ஆல்சோ டெலிவர் இட். இஃப் இட் இஸ் இன்ஃப்ராஸ்ட்ரக்சர் சைட், I'll be able to handle it up. Other than that, obviously, maybe it may be starting from Active Directory or Entra ID, different areas we can get in. If anyone is having queries, please go ahead.